Candace, let's start with this. The photo on Instagram that 18,000 people had an opinion on. I thought it was adorable. You and your hubby of 24 years. Were you surprised at the reaction?
I was shocked. I didn't post that to get attention in any way, shape, or form other than, my husband doesn't really like being on social media. So there's very few times that he is like, yeah, sure, you can post that. And we thought that was a funny picture. And he's like, you can post it. So that's all it was meant to be. And then 18,000 comments later.
You know what? I loved the photo, my personal opinion here, because I think for those of us who've been married a long time, it just made you realize, you know what? Marriage is still fun. And is that kind of the advice that you pass on to your son who just recently got engaged?
Absolutely. You have to keep marriage going and have a little spice to it. And, I always talk about it. I'm very open that way and I love it, but I like being affectionate with my husband and he does with me. And that's important. That's part of why we're still married 24 years later.
Do you feel like your career has kind of had this second resurgence, new projects and opportunities just coming your way one right after another?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been working my tail off for the last 12 years, but yeah, it's a lot of that hard work is finally hit and paid off in the last 5 years because who I am, not just as an actor, but my business has grown exponentially in all different facets. Being an actress, being a producer, a director, an author, and then all the products, because I'm a woman of faith, and that's one of my favorite things and most passionate things to share with people if they get to the personal side of me. So I have created a whole line of products that share faith and share the message of love and kindness for everyone in a contemporary kind of way.
Candace, who is it in your life that you've turned to over the past 6 months during the pandemic when you just needed that rock or that hearty piece of advice? Who do you turn to for that?
Well, honestly, the Bible is the first place I turn to. That's my source, my foundation. But then my family, really, my husband, my children, my mom, my dad. I'm so close to my family, and they have such wonderful advice, and that's always grounded in scripture as well. And my best girlfriends, that I need my girlfriends. You need to just bounce stuff off and vent. So I have those core group of people in my life.
What are you working on right now? I mean, I know that a lot of the Christmas movies that I love during December get shot this time of year. Is that still happening right now?
I got to shoot a new Christmas movie, which that was we can't have 2020 without Christmas. You know what I'm saying? This is so needed. And so my new movie is called If I Only Had Christmas, and that will air just after Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much for your time. Keep up the great work. And thank you for inspiring people with positive messages, and never stop being flirty with your hubby.
Never, I promise.